stainless in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.
This is a statement to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement. Yeah, there's no replacement for persistence. It's a patience. Yeah, in this life, I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring, and I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That should be better. Here we go, green flag. Carrington getting a little loose there as you see the 77 of Whitley, who's looking to go for 4 in a row here, leading this race. Of course, our cameras tonight presented by TrackCams22.com. You check them out online on Facebook and in the iRacing forums at TrackCams22.com. That's weird. There we go. Now I'm coming through 2 audio sources. I've been over here talking the whole time. Trying to get you guys car audio. Just low. Okay. Oh, geez. Dropping speakers. My audio source. So, yeah, so Watkins Glen, here we go, completing lap number 1. Thought I had it set up right. But Carrington leads lap 1, and we get you guys car audio hopefully here in a second. Should be that one right there. So the sound is coming through. Well, anyways, Whitley leads lap 1. Let's get the laps up there. There we go. 1.3 seconds back to Penn there in third. Heller in second, 1 second back already. Now, it's starting to say it's race number 6 of the All-American Cup Series here at Watkins Glen. And it's like a big echo because my place is pretty much empty still. There's a few big things in there. I am straight tired from the move, but we're good. Unfortunately, I could not find my headset, which is my backup microphone, because I think I threw away a cable that you're not supposed to throw away for the main microphone. Either that or it's in a box somewhere. I tried to prepare myself. Oh, you hear car audio. Good. I tried to prepare myself for this move, and it did not work. All right, Josh Dillon going off track, it looks like, with a couple others. Oh, Dillon with heavy damage on that surge car. Drayton Cook back here maybe had an issue or something, but Whitley crosses the line lap 2. So as I was saying earlier, it's race 6 of the Cup Series here at Watkins Glen, and basically it's been the Mark Whitley show here the last few weeks, and he looks to continue it. Obviously, I don't have any downloads of the points or anything like that. I do have access to the file. Now you guys can hear me. Stick my phone back on the... By the way, the whole science of all this goes to Casey Carrington, by the way. As my daughter's artwork falls over. Good battle back here. Let's go to 9th and 10th as Whitley and Weeks down the short stretch to turn 6. Yeah, it's my second time in Indiana now. I lived in Lafayette and Kokomo for a mixture of 5 years doing radio there, and then left. I actually got let go. Went to New York for a short time, down to Georgia, and back up to Indiana now. Three laps on the board. I'll make a quick edit to something here, so forgive me. That's one thing I said, and part of my strategy with this move was, let me do everything I can to make sure I'm here Friday night for the broadcast, and it's been a lot of work. But, you know, the racing here, that's what it's all about here, not me, so. One car goes wide there. Of course, the paints have been doing that for a while, where all of a sudden the car goes white for a second, and like everything updates paint-wise. I don't know why it does that. Might be a Trading Paints thing. Let me close Trading Paints. Because it's pretty much started ever since I opened Trading Paints back up. Over in the Fort Wayne area now. Like I said, I'm Tyler Burden's neighbor pretty much now. John Cassidy having off-track issues, it looks like. Uh-oh. Kyle Hall spun it out over here in turn 7. And you see Josh Dillon trying to get damage fixed on that surge car. It looks like a crushed soda can now. Chi-Town, been there. Now, one sub I should point out. You notice this 19 car. That's usually Mike Husby. It's actually Alex Penn in the 19 car filling in tonight. So Alex playing super sub here for Husby tonight and running in second position. Going to get the, half points in this series. Zach Henry there third with Heller right there behind him. And about 0.3 of a second separating those two. Wesley Donaldson there in 5th. And then Carrington and Burden. Burden pretty good on this road course. And so is Carrington. You see most of these guys running their fastest lap as we get into the run here. And then eventually you're going to see the tires kind of crash, if you will, throughout this race. About 12, 13 laps in a tank of fuel. So easily going to be a 2-stopper, actually a 3-stopper to the finish of this race likely. Thanks, guys, for letting me know, by the way, about the cars. Make sure the sound was being heard, because I cannot hear. Like, I'm literally just hearing myself echo. David Fight, the Skull Bandit 03. That's the Phil Parsons Skull Bandit car. As up front, Whitley has had issues and has lost the lead, lost second, and has heavy left front damage. What happened to Whitley? See if I can find it here somewhere. Actually, it looks like it happened by himself up here at the front. Oh, yeah, right there. Lost it over the... Oh, he got loose right there, and then D-died and bam. That's going to ruin the 4-in-a-row streak right there. So 3 in a row for Mark, unfortunately, will not be the second to go to 4 in a row. Tough break there for the 77. It's really irritating me that these cars are doing this. So now Alex Penn becomes the new leader. As Corolla Steele looks underneath Tim Abril, battle for 18th there, and Theo going to move through. That was Corollas. You saw that toad back on the pace lap there, so I'm not sure what that was all about, but he's worked his way up to the 18th position. So Whitley is back on track, by the way, now with his damage semi-fixed. That left front tire is going to blow quickly with that camber. How is he driving that thing right now? Oh, Van Pelt with some issues. Looks like he's spilled some Lucky Charms somewhere. As we stay green, Nicholson and Schlosser here in the 10th and 11th positions. That's a Nissan. Assuming that's a Sentra. Wonder if I need to close. I'm gonna close the Better TP app, see if that helps. Maybe not upload the apps all, or the paints all of a sudden. That's kind of frustrating. Nicholson looks, or I should say Schlosser inside of Nicholson. It's a game of Scrabble right there with those names. And ooh, no, got a little loose there. Matt gets by for position. Side note, it is very weird hearing myself without headset on. So Penn with a 1.8 second lead over Henry, and I was trying to get you guys your point standings here real quickly. So you're not going to see it on the screen. I'm just going to read them out to you. Whitley leads by 6 right now over Carrington. Matthew Weeks 26 back, and then Zach Henry 29 back, and then Stephen Miles 46 back, or I should say 32, 35, and 46 respectively. If I knew how to count, it'd be a miracle. As we entered this evening's race, and then looking down at the team standings, 25-11 with an 11-point lead over iRacing. CX Squared is right there, 31 back. Spirit of Daytona is only 54 back, so you got 4 teams still within 100 points team-wise around each other, so pretty tight battle right now. But 25-11 obviously starting to get on their horse. especially with Whitley winning those last three. Heller following his teammate there in the turn 6, the left-hander, and then Carrington right there behind him, Tyler Burton. And that 36 car doing pretty well. Donaldson holding for himself here.
I'm pitting right here, Tim.
Appreciate the viewers watching tonight, especially with the last call link. Basically, as I sent the link at the last second to you guys, but appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. And hopefully by Sunday's broadcast, I'll be all set up, ready to go. But if not, at least I have an option now. And pit stops. Justin Ray, Alex Harrington on pit road. Should be 4 tires and fuel. I see Harrington there with a little right front damage. And he's going to go ahead and get that fixed. Justin Ray going to leave the pits here. Hello, Lynn Harrington. And of course, hello, Patty Heller. Hello, Brantley. And Steve Tucker watching with big eyeballs. And here come more cars to pit road. Penn, Heller, Carrington, Burden, Donaldson, Nicholson, and Miles all on pit road at lap 12. Thank goodness there isn't rain in iRacing, or else that cloud would be scary right now. Ooh, flags are even blown into the storm. Look out. When you see the flags blown into the clouds like that, it's called the inflow. That's not really what's going on. It's just irony there. It's called the inflow. The storm sucks all the energy from where it's going, and that's what gives the strength of the storm before it hits. That's why if you ever look closely, if there's a thunderstorm in your area or coming towards your area, look at the flags and notice how they're facing the storm. You've learned something today. And no, I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn last night. I did learn that studying weather a little bit. And here comes Henry to pit road. Speed limit, I believe, is 45 at Watkins Glen. One car almost missed the pits back there. I think that was Schlosser, or maybe Jordan Owens actually in the 20. That's a black car. So Jordan Owens, probably that guy. Terrell on pit road, so is Schlosser, as mentioned. And David Feit actually might lead the lap here. He does not, barely. Lone man must have saved some fuel there. There's Alex Penn coming through. There's Heller. Must have had a good stop there. He's right on the back bumper of the 19 car. I see all these cars leave and they cycle through. A lot of these cars doing the undercut. Some doing the undercut, some maintaining position through the undercut. Kyle Ether leaving pit road. So the question is going to be, when does Feit come to pit road here? Oh, goes a little wide there in 6. You can do that somewhat here. Got to be very careful of the back end doesn't come around. And he's going to come to pit road here at lap 13. We'll put the track map over for you so you can see where everybody's running. It's off their car numbers. So if you see the car number of the guy you're cheering on up on the screen, I know when it's coming out. You guys don't. So far, so good. You hear me? I'm actually on my phone. Oops, was I supposed to say that out loud? So far, I haven't lost connection yet. Penn did run the fastest lap there, 1:11.58. Yeah, that's actually what I'm doing. For those who don't know, I'm actually on my cell phone. I'm actually using my actual Discord to stream through Discord my voice on my phone through a second account out to the on-air. So it's Casey Garrett came up with the idea, and I'm like, I see what you're trying to ask me. Made it work. It was like a literal last-minute thing. Because I was to the point from screaming and saying mommy daddy words and that type of thing that I wasn't going to be able to stream tonight. Oh, Nichols sitting in the wall hard. Almost gets Miles. Almost gets Schlosser. That could have been bad. And Heller's lost a couple of positions, and I see some left front damage there now. See if I can find what happened to the 8 car. He's got heavy left front damage. And unfortunately, unless they wreck, it doesn't tell me what happened. Oh, I see now.
There you go.
Oh, well, you know what? I see the left front damage already there, and he goes off wide. Why did chicken cross the road, Elder? Oh, right there. That's where it happened. Got loose through that turn 3 section and unfortunately fought it all the way to the Armco there. It's one of those sections right there where you almost have to short shift to keep the traction underneath the car as Donaldson takes the position away. Move him to 5th. Seeing Craig Martin having some blinking issues. I noticed up on the track map there, his 22 is blinking. All right, there's David Fight, who has the freshest tires of them all, and Kyle Ether. That thing looked like it was plowing. See, this car, unlike the next-gen car, is one that you can attack the corners with. Brantley, are you aware that, like, the 70 Whitley's left front tire is, like, facing 9 o'clock almost? Just point that out. But now this car here is very inviting to climb those curbs, especially that first end of the bus stop. You can almost ramp, but Kyle, that car is plowing. Well, I'm just pointing it out on the screen. I don't know if you can see it, but I mean, Taylor Riley could point that out. We're trying our best here. So is that tire. That thing might blow. Eller got back past Wesley, I believe, for 5th, as they go around the lap car. Kyle Hall's just out there trying to survive. 24 cars still on the lead lap. And all but one still on track. Carson George, we're still waiting to start the race. What gave that away? Is right front turning? As Weeks comes to pit road. And that is fuel only for weeks. So an interesting strategy call here. So what he's trying to do is split this race 14 and 14. However, again, I've already done a random number draw, and I have the number on my screen over here to my left that has the lap that the caution's coming out on. Jordan Owens trying to hold off Schlosser here for the 7th position. Pull up just so I make sure I cover everything here really quickly. The Rookie of the Year standings and stuff. Should mention a pretty good battle going on there. If I click the right one. There we go.
Thanks, Sean.
JW Miller leads by 4 over Kyle Easter. I'm surprised JW's not here. He's like a road course guy. Anyways, JW leads by 4 over Ether. Hamlin is still 10 back. Sean Cassidy, Lewis, and Leslie Law, your top 6. As of right now, a lot of those guys not here tonight. Oh, great. I hit the wrong button. I got to verify it's me. Screw you. You can't say screw on the radio. The heck with it. Nobody's listening anyways. For those who like Major League, you'll get that reference. Manufacturer battle. Chevy leads Dodge by 10. Pontiac is 17 back. Toyota 7. That's a little more than 17. 33 back. 23 back. And then Ford is 30 back right now. So Chevy kind of pulling away a little bit here in these last couple weeks, especially with the Whitley wins. Matter of fact, 4 of the first 5 races, Chevy has gotten max points, I believe. All right, Mark Whitley's on pit road. Sorry, Brantley, but you can't miss that. I mean, that thing is facing me. All right, so Penn is driven away to a 4-second lead. And if I had car audio in my ears, I'd be able to talk you through a lap here, but Penn's doing a pretty good job showing it. See if he climbs that curve. There you go. Ramp that curve. Yep, hit that one. You set yourself up, basically, for that second set of turns. No, loose there through the carousel. Two Dodges up there in the top 3. And then these two just continue to fight each other the whole entire time. The rookie Wesley Donaldson, he's no rookie, but he's a rookie here. And the 8 of Christopher Heller. Oh, no, Wes. Turns it into the outside Armco. He's had a lot of wheel spin or something there. You guys can obviously tell me because I couldn't hear the audio. But something tells me if the car dead lefts on a straightaway, it's wheel spin. Floss on pit road. We're right in the window now to make this a one-stop race. lot of cars here were damaged as they continue to fight the tricks and turns of this 7-turn road course. When did they start calling it a 7-turn road course, by the way? It used to be 11. No, what it was is they called the bus stop actually turn 5, 6, 7, 8 is what they used to do. But now it's just the bus stop, which to the amusement of some people confuses me. This is what happens when we put a drunk person on camera. Carrington, Donaldson, Miles, and Nicholson all on pit road now. This is lap 22. We're at the halfway point here of this 110-mile, 45-lap race. Tim Mabrel on pit road back there. You also see Alex Harrington back there. And now Henry and Burden come to pit road. So here we go, beginning of the second cycle of pit stops. Everybody's still got to make one stop. Ooh, Henry overshot a little bit. Four tires and fuel, and there goes Henry rolling away. So Heller going to lead this race now. As usual, suspects been up here running. Of course, the race started with Whitley driving away from the field, but then a mistake right there in that section of the track there out of the carousel. And unfortunately parked it over the wall there in the Armco. And his 3-race win streak going to go bye-bye after tonight. And here comes Heller to pit road. And that'll hand it back to the sub for Mike Husby, Alex Penn. You see Corolla Steele as he takes that pig wide. And to pit road. Four tires and fuel for the 01 is Penn, Carrington, Henry, Tyler Burden, David Fite now, who still is on that original cycle of tires. Probably going to come to pit road this time by. Which a reminder, next week, Charlotte Motor Speedway, the Queen City 200.
Thanks, Justin.
If the schedule serves me right, will be the next race on the schedule. You can join us for that Friday at 8:30 Eastern. Barry Freer, Drayton Cook all on pit road here. Let's see if Fight comes this time from 5th. And he wants to add another lap here, so he's definitely banking some number here. As the Dodge squad now 1 and 2. So we show you where everybody is on track. Here's Zach Henry coming up to the S's in 3rd. Tyler Burden right there tracking him. And the reason why you hop these curbs in these cars is it actually helps them rotate. You see somebody earlier like Kyle Ethier was overdriving the corner, and you can just see his tires just continuing to turn. You know, what he can do to try to counter that is to get over the curve and let that car free up a little bit, but it's very tough to do. Is Burton had a run there on Henry as they trying to get past Drayton Cook, the lap car. As now fight comes to pit road. I was wondering what happened to you. I couldn't hear it. I'm just like, man, he just dead left at the start finish line. So Kyle Hall, David Fite to pit road. As Penn continues to lead, everybody pretty much spread out. Our first battle. Well, actually, go up here to third. Right here, these two.
My bad, Leo. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, it's just one of those where I think eventually you just got a short shift no matter what to be safe. It's easier said than done to decide that or whatever, but it is what it is, man. Sorry to see that happen to you. Go win later tonight. Oh, that car coming out of pit road just hurt Tyler. Don't worry, I will not be there. Dude, I'm talking to my phone right now. Do you think I have anything else hooked up? Yeah, there will be no racing for me tonight. All right, lap 28 in the books this time by, 17 to go. Ooh, a little wide there for Burton as he races hard to try to get back to the back of Zach Henry there. As Kyle Ethier goes the lap down.
That's what I get for looking in the mirror.
And for those who would have guessed lap 29, you'd have got it right. Caution out. So everybody will have to come back around to the pace car and get everything racked up. And while we have a minute, I want to shout out Mike Husby Designs for the pole award that's given away each week. And this week it went to Mark Whitley. Congratulations to Mark on winning the MH Design Pull Award. Didn't get a chance to talk about that with the late start to the broadcast. So nice job, Mark. Your left front tire is still facing 9 o'clock, but well done.
Pit car.
So everybody's got to drive all the way around to the pace car. Pits will open.
Sorry about that, Nick.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to pick them up back there towards the bus stop. So pits will open here at 14 to go. This is going to be interesting. The fuel mileage window is right there.
You gotta go. Go, please.
David Fight, this might have just opened up for him.
Gotta come out of the carousel.
I'm curious, it looks like Kyle Ethier will probably get the lucky dog here. And there will be 13 cars on the lead lap. As all the leaders except Noah Nicholson stays out. So Noah in the 98 car right there. So he's going to trap 2 cars a lap down, it looks like. With his decision to stay out here. And easily off pit road goes Alex Penn. Casey Carrington going with him.
Are we on 2 to go or 3? What are we on right now?
There you go. Nicholson stays out. So all those cars in front are going to take wave rounds unless they come to pit road here.
In the bus stop coming to 1.
Which this is going to be the only caution of the race. So you just hope you can work around this caution here somehow and stay on the lead lap. Otherwise, you're coming to pit road to get tires anyways. Hard to believe we're already, what, 6 weeks into this? Oh, halfway next week? So Nicholson comes to pit road here.
Well, that's some shit. It wouldn't start.
So I'm thinking that would be a pit stop. The pit road should be closed. Let's look up here at the pace car. Yeah, everybody's going around. So we're at 1 to green this time by. So that's going to be a penalty for the 98. And I just noticed Whitley coming off pit road.
I just got fucking screwed because it didn't start.
Unfortunately, his night has gone bad.
Like, I started it and was waiting a couple seconds, and it cut itself back off, and I tried to restart it, it wouldn't start.
Pace car entering.
Hitting the finish line right now.
And pace car lights have come back on. I think they're letting the field come back around. That's going to add a lap and help these guys fuel mileage wise.
Hey, I'm just going to pit here again. Are you going to be able to clear my black flag? Because I can't let these guys by because they're like half a track behind me. Really thought I had a shot after I got that fucking damage fixed, but I guess my damn engine said it otherwise. Yeah, I need it cleared now.
You can hear the guys in the race mic.
Thank you.
I thought I muted them.
Appreciate it.
Let me know if you still can here in a second. Well, I just hit a button, so it should have changed. Oh, what's the whelp? Did somebody say a word you're not supposed to say?
So I'm 2 laps down. Why am I up here with the lead lap cars?
Oh, good. Okay. I heard whelp. I'm like, uh-oh. Trying to prevent that kind of language. So this is an adult channel when it comes to racing. Let me know if you still hear him, because I hit the mute button again. This should not be able to talk at all over the chat. Unless I just muted Casey, maybe. Let me see. Maybe that's what I did wrong. Eek. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it did. There we go. That's what happened is I had Casey muted, I had mute driver instead of mute the channel. Oh, well. All right, here we go. Coming back to green. And I don't have any kind of I do kind of have a turn it up. A road course edition. Thanks to our friends at TrackCams22.com. Here we go. So there you go, a little bit of it's a camera set that's called Speed Cam. So you guys got to see like a whole bunch of speed shots there. So while that was going on, a couple cars came to pit road, I believe, to top off the fuel cell. Drayton Cook, Sean Cassidy, Terry Freer, and then the following lap, lap 35, Leo, Miles, Harrington, and Justin Ray all came to pit road. So are we that close on fuel? 9 laps to go. Penn continuing to dominate. Pop quiz for the viewers. See who remembers this. I believe the year was 2007. I will check, as a matter of fact. Fact checking myself. There we go. The year was 2006. Jeremy Mayfield drove the 19 car. Was let go by Ray Evernham, who drove the 19 car at this race. As Tim Abrams on pit road. Tyler and Zach continue to be stuck nose to tail, trying to battle each other here. I'm guessing nobody knew the answer because I didn't get an answer in the chat. The answer is Bill Elliott drove that 19 car. A lot of people don't remember that race. It was a one-off deal before Elliott Sadler took over at Michigan. As Carrington just ran the fastest lap of the race there, P2, about 0.3 faster, and Alex Penn about 1.2 back now. See if he can continue that. How about this guy? Corolla Steele having a fantastic run here in the 8th position. Started, I believe, on pit road because he went to the right in the bus stop and I believe towed back. Kind of like what he just did in turn 1 there. Wallace there in the 8th position. Let's go back here to a couple cars that pitted for fuel there. Stephen Miles, Tim Averill. This is for 14th. I think these guys are banking on the others coming to pit road here, potentially to top off maybe. Miles is hope for a mistake here. Otherwise, his next passing chance is going to be down at turn 6 out of the carousel here. So you got to make sure you don't get arrow tight trying this here. Tim leaves a little bit of a lane there, not enough. There's Miles poking out, going to try to outbreak him into the corner here. Not able to. Oh, and that time Tim overshot turn 7 now, and Miles to the bottom. And he'll have the run going to turn 1 here, I think. Ooh, see the wheel spin. A-Roll racing them tight. Good job by both guys here. Oh, and finally April gave it up. That's tough right there to go through the bus stop 2 by 2. Good battle, though. Henry starting to put some pressure on Carrington here for second. So we'll see 3 laps to go this time by. Lead 2 seconds now. From Penn to Carrington back to Henry. And Burden all over the back at 39 again. I'm just checking the numbers as we edge closer to the end of this race. Alex Penn, his 61st start tonight in the series, officially 62 races if you count provisionals and all that good stuff. But Penn has never gone to victory lane. Is it Super Sub's turn? If Penn is able to finish this last lap and a half, what a win it will be for him. It'll kind of count for Mike Husby when it comes to points, as Mike will score half, but I think it's more of a team point thing. You cannot hear them anymore? Oh. He said, oops. What'd you do now? So say I haven't touched any of the audio. As we hit the white flag, final lap. 4.3 seconds. Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, I muted. I fixed it once I figured out what I did. As Henry now putting the pressure on Carrington. I can't hear him, Cotton. Penn been pretty much flawless throughout this race. Started in second. And when Whitley wrecked off the carousel, took over the lead, and has pretty much dominated the rest of the way, and he's going to become the 24th winner in All-American history, as Alex Penn is a first-time winner at Watkins Glen. Subbing for Mike Husby, by the way. Carrington, Henry, Burden. Heller comes back to finish 5th. And Weeks is going to go Jimmy Johnson. Oh, that looked a lot worse than Jimmy Johnson's. Jordan Owens. Noah Nicholson, David Fike, Craig Martin with a top 10. How about that? Lo and behold, a race that his brother does not admin, he wins. I'll spark the controversy on that one. That is a 1-2, by the way, for the CX squared bunch. I'm sure Casey's down there in chat right now like, slap hands, slap hands. And I think Alex just ran out of gas. All righty then. Or that or a photo's coming, one of the two. All right, let's take a look at the finishing order, and then the fun part's really going to happen here, as we're going to try to talk to these guys. Alex Penn wins it. Casey Carrington second. Zach Henry, Tyler Burden, Christopher Heller finishes 5th. Matthew Weeks, Jordan Owens, Noah Nicholson, David Fite, and Craig Martin end up your top 10 with Corolla Steele. Kyle Ethier, Stephen Miles finishing 13th. Nick Leo 14th, and Justin Ray 15th. Drayton Cook finishes 16th. Sean Cassidy, and there's Mark Whitley in 18th. First car a lap down, unfortunately, there for the 77. As they say, all streaks have to come to an end sometime. Kyle Hall, 19th. Nick Terrell, 20th. Tim Averill, Terry Freer, John Kreidler, Alex Harrington, Josh Dillon, Wesley Donaldson, Matt Schlosser, Jackson Van Pelt, finishing 28th. And Carson George, I think, is still up in the Lake Seneca region wine shopping or something. I don't know. All right, let's see how we can pull this one off now. What I should be able to do here. Over here. And I should be able to see if this works. I can't do it. All right. Well, they're talking to each other up here, so let's just do this. I'm just going to go up. Well, no, because then you won't hear me on the chat, so let's not do that. Oh, actually, oh, no, you won't be able to. There you go. It does work. All right. I'm going to bring them both down here at one time and talk to the 1-2 finishers here tonight. Something that, to my knowledge, if I remember correctly, a certain team never did. They finished 1-3 at Homestead 01, but you guys did it tonight.
I don't know how we did it, man. That was, I don't know what I'm more surprised. Well, I know what I'm more surprised by, me finishing second. I mean, I knew Alex was going to have pace, but, you know, couldn't have anticipated Whitley finally making a mistake for the first time all season. So feel bad for him, but man, that really opened the door for us all to kind of move up a spot. And man, I couldn't be prouder more of Alex, man. I mean, for him finally to get this win, he's been here since literally day one. I mean, before day one, day zero. I mean, then to go figure the season where he drops to running part time and being kind of a super sub and all that. He's finally getting the win. I'm just so proud of him. I mean, yeah, I finished second. That's cool. I probably got the points lead now, but tonight it's all about Alex, man. Finally getting that first win.
Well,
Yeah,
I know,
it's-
obviously. Yeah, I was going to say it takes you getting into a Dodge instead of a Porsche to go to victory lane, huh?
exactly. Finally took the hybrid system out of the car and tried something different, and apparently it's working.
Now the driver's hybrid.
Yeah, it's
Well, talk about the racing out there, because obviously Mark had the mistake, and then it came down to pit strategy. You didn't know when the caution was coming, and it comes out, of course, right at the window for fuel to get to the finish of the race. So that had to put a twist into things.
yeah, I was saving a bunch under caution. I think I would have been all right had we not gotten that extra lap, anyways. But yeah, the pressure was definitely on at the start of the race. I didn't feel like I was all over the place until Mark finally made that mistake, and I was just able to put laps down and try and pull away from the guys behind me.
Obviously, it worked out for you, and to be the 24th winner in All-American history, that's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing because I've now seen 23 winners happen in front of me, and now I get to be the 24th.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Casey was like 22, so.
Yeah.
But either way, man, great team win, obviously, for you guys. If you guys want to both give some shout-outs, Case, if you want to, yeah, whoever you want to thank or whatever, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be short. All of the 99% of the shout outs go to you tonight for grinding and putting the work in to get this broadcast up. I know it was a MacGyvered together and kind of bobbing pin and gum strip, whatever kind of broadcast. Really glad you were able to be here. Like I said before the race, it's a bad broadcast is better than no broadcast. So even if you were cutting in and out and sounded like a robot, it's still worth having you. Best broadcaster on iRacing. Another 1% of the shout out goes to Alex, man. Just drove the race of his life, at least as far as All Americans concerned. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody that came out tonight. I know it's a tough setup. It's always a tough car track combination. I hope everybody was able to have at least some sort of fun. I did until about the last 5 laps, and that was the hardest driving I've ever done in my life. I don't know how I didn't wreck, but shout out to everybody that tuned in. Shout out to Joseph. He couldn't be here tonight. Shout out to Mike Husby with MH Designs. Finally got his car in victory lane this season, even though he wasn't in it, but whatever. But yeah, big shout out to everybody, and yeah, thanks everybody for coming out tonight.
Alex, any irony that your brother's not here for your win?
Yeah, I think it might be because for the first time I ran in All-American, I did get penalized by him wrongfully, so might have had something to do with it. But for sure, thank you, Chris, for putting on the show tonight. Casey for bringing me in as a sub.
It was your idea, it wasn't mine.
Yeah, he still gave me the green light tonight. And then Husby for, I guess, not being here.
He's gonna be so mad when he sees you won in his car.
So this confirms the rumors that you actually have to buy a ride at CX Squared. You don't just give them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think,
All right.
Big thanks to the guys over at Cornerstone who have helped me get a lot better over the years as well.
There you go. Great job, guys. Congratulations on your 1-2.
Thank you.
Absolutely. As Penn and Carrington finished 1-2, we'll let them go down there and, well, say whatever the heck they want. You guys can move yourselves. There you go. And let's go get Zach, who finishes in the 3rd position here tonight. Zach Henry, that is. Zach, congratulations on the win, or the 3rd place finish. It's not a win. That's how tired I am. You finished 3rd tonight, obviously, and able to maintain that points lead for the manufacturers and likely the team, but unfortunately, probably not the result you wanted.
Nah, I can't complain too much. I mean, the first time I put laps around this place, I think it was a Wednesday, so I'm happy with it.
Talk about that battle with Tyler, because I mean, it seemed like he was glued to your bumper the whole entire time, even through pit stops. It was like, man, go away.
Yeah, he was well, I think it was the 2nd set of pit stops. I just went into one and wheel hopped it real bad and nearly nearly spun myself, and that's kind of what got him close to my bumper. And then obviously the caution, and I think those last handful of laps, like this place, there's not a whole lot of passing zones, right? So, um, like I was just being cautious when I was behind Casey, when I would get up behind him, make sure I wouldn't run him over going into any of these hard braking zones. And I felt like Tyler was doing something similar with me in the majority of those corners. I mean, I saw him take a look a couple times, especially into one, but I just appreciate him not, being overly aggressive there, especially when we had that checkup with a couple laps to go.
Talk about the tire wear here, because one thing about it, and we saw it happen to Wesley Donaldson on the front straightaway there late in the mid race, but it just seemed like you get some cars, especially up the S's, with the worn out tires as they wear more. It's almost like it leads you to try to short shift the car. How tough is it to make that adjustment in a car like this?
I really didn't think it was all that bad. I like if you're mashing the throttle, it'll really want to kick out on you. But I don't know if it's just what I was doing, if I was overly cautious with the throttle. Because I mean, in any car, if it's gonna want to break loose on you, it's always up to the S's, right? So I was just very cautious on the throttle going through the S's the entire race, and I'd see myself lose, half a tenth to a tenth a lap through there. But um, ultimately, it's
Let the
just
car
goes
back
down to
on
throttle
you?
control, right? Exactly, right. And I mean, I guess if you're willing to take that risk, I mean, we saw a couple people try to be a little risky on the throttle, and they were running up front, and it kind of cost them.
Stepped on it. Yeah. Unfortunately, there, man. Well, great job tonight, finishing third, and a good points night for you, it looks like. So send some shout outs wherever you like to.
All right, I'll start out with my wife. I know she's watching and cheering me on. 2511
Hello, Mrs.
teammates.
Henry.
2511 teammates, Chris and Brandon. Unfortunately, Brandon wasn't here today. I know he's really good around this place, and this is probably his favorite road course really on iRacing. And then Chris, he had a really good run. Ran into a little bit of trouble early, but I think he rebounded for a top 5. Yeah, finished 5th. Always fun racing with those guys, and hopefully we can get Brandon back here to more of a full-time type of schedule for the back half of this season. Casey and the admins of the league for letting me race, putting on a good league and good show each and every week, and then you for doing these broadcasts. Sounds like you're not in an ideal situation at the moment, but you're still here and supporting us and what we're doing.
Hey, I'm going to go ahead and I kind of said it during the broadcast. Casey is giving all the credit to me, and I'm like, no. So he gets at least 3/4 of the credit because it was his thinking that kind of made this happen the way we got it. So, but no, yeah, it's either way, we're here. So, had fun there, but great job tonight, man, on your part.
Thank you, and then I also forgot to congratulate Alex on the win there. He was just crazy fast. I think that first stop I pit a lap after him, and I just watched him drive away even with the fresher tires. So congratulations to him as well.
Yeah, something tells me he gets a little bit of road practice sometimes in these big races.
It sure looked like it.
Great job, man.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Zach Henry finishing in the 3rd position tonight. As we did it. We got through this race. I don't know how. I'm curious to go back and listen to it. Sound like bad I sound compared to a regular microphone. If I sound better here than I do on my regular microphone, I'm taking it back and getting a refund. Anyways, appreciate all the viewers for watching tonight. Appreciate all the racers, Casey and his help tonight getting this all done. I'll go ahead and let's do a little timeline. I don't like to make things about me, but let's do this. I got here at 2:30. It took me more than a day longer than I wanted it to get out of where I was. Got here, and about 6 o'clock realized I don't have a cat cable, or not a cat cable, but a coax to hook to the wall. So mapped my way to Walmart. They didn't have one. Mapped my way to Best Buy, thankfully next door. Grabbed the cable, hooked it all up, got everything, found out I couldn't find my headset. Here we are on my phone, last minute. We're here. That's how it got done. So, all right, let's go enjoy ourselves next Friday, Charlotte. And I promise I'll be all hooked up by then. If not, we got a problem. So, anyways, enjoy the rest of your weekend. By the way, I guess tomorrow's fall. I picked a fine time to move back to Indiana. Huh? Anyways, this isn't just a game. It's, well, a cell phone broadcast and iRacing. See ya.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. I see the aimless, I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory, yeah. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring, I just want a life that is